how cool of a color is this? Metallic blue? I'm not sure. The only thing that I did notice was it's a robot. I'm sure those that have watched this channel know that I have a very much love-hate relationship with robot guitars. In fact, I did a review on the Gibson Darkfire because this guitar ruined my life at one point, and now that it works again and I have a new one, I very much enjoy playing it. Why don't I find its predecessor? The 2007 limited edition first run Gibson robot guitar. Look at this finish. Have you ever seen a finish like this? The answer is no, because this is the only guitar that will ever have this finish. And according to my friend Johnny Alexander, who used to be the plant manager over at Gibson, he said that this is the hardest finish ever for Gibson. You have the binding on the neck. This version came with celluloid as far as inlays. It has kind of the standard feel, but with an ebony fretboard. This one in particular has the 490 and the 498 humbucker. I love those pickups. So I wanted to see what this thing was all about, because a bunch of my friends have these. My buddy Kevin down under has a few of them. My buddy Ben, they swear by them. When I first got it, the battery didn't work, because my buddy, I think he played this maybe one time in 2007, said, "Oh no, this guitar is not for me." Put it back in the case, and then the battery died with this guitar. I went to the same place I got all my Darkfire stuff from, Tronical, over there in Germany, and I bought a new battery. And unlike the Darkfire, they still make this battery. First things I noticed was that this battery is only 2.4 volts versus the Darkfire's battery is 7.6 volts. Why does that matter? You're supposed to pull it out and go like this. Do you see that, guys? It's really painful. So it'll eventually turn that color. And now, finally we're in tune. Are you serious? That's how long it just took me to get to E. Let me show you something about the Darkfire. So it gives you the, you don't know what you got till it's, because when I do the pull-a-roo on this one, watch the tuning pegs. This is how fast we go to E. We're there. Let's go to whatever A is, right? Watch the head, guys. That's 7.6 volts of battery. Let's go back up to E. When my grandmother used to have to leave the house, and may she rest in peace, it's been 10 years since I lost her. But towards the end of her life, my grandfather would be like, gonna have to wait for her to go to the bathroom. And she would go 3 times before we'd go anywhere. And then she'd be like, I think I might have to go to the bathroom again. And my grandfather looked at me one time and goes, get used to this. This is what life is. It's waiting for a lady in the bathroom. That's what I feel like. It's like I'm waiting for my grandma in the bathroom. So let's go to whatever B is, okay? Now I'm gonna press that. Now, I'm gonna start tuning. Now I want you to look at these tuning heads, guys. Are you seeing how painful this is? Only the green ones are in tune. So it's like you have to individually kind of keep strumming these. Now, oh, there we are. We push it back in. And by the way, if you ever hear a dog barking in the background, that's Charlie. He loves to bark while I'm doing videos. So, and he's the cutest little thing. In fact, I'm going to include a picture of him right there. That's Charlie, my psychotic dog. He's the cutest. And I love him. Like, I honestly have to say, Ben, Kevin, what are you guys talking about? This is insane. I love the fact that the back plates, you can see all the guts. That's cool. These robot tuners on the Darkfire still look ridiculous to me, but like, they're acceptable. From the side, it's like pretty normal. This is like, what are you hiding under there? That's crazy. It's the same reason why I kind of didn't like the robot tuners in the first place, is that if I really want to tune it, the Darkfire, you can't do this. You can just pull these out and so you can manually tune it. That's really useful if the robot tuner stopped working. Isn't the whole idea to have it robot tune itself? I am very underwhelmed by the speed and accuracy for which this thing tunes. And by accuracy, I just mean you could see it going back and forth 6 times before it makes a decision. It's accurate, but it doesn't get to the right place the first time, so it has to kind of micro adjust. But how is it as a Les Paul? This guitar feels great. The action on it is super low. I feel the same way I did about the Darkfire, that this is just a great Les Paul. And my first inclination is just to take off all the tuners, but it's a special moment in Gibson history, and I'll keep it just the way it is. Now, the question is how does it sound? I love the 490 and 498. Does it sound good on this one? Well, let's go check in the studio. All right, guys, in the period of time it took me to get set up from over there to over here, it seems like this thing has stopped working for me. Look at this. Oh, now is it gonna work? It works. It was weird, man. It was going back and forth. So I was hitting the E. Of course, it's not on video now. And it was just going back and forth and back and forth. So it's a little wonky. But let's see how it sounds. We're back with my Kemper because I've been doing a lot of demos with my Angle Gig Master. Look, I love it. But at the same time, I also love my Kemper, and I think it gets a few different types of sounds. So here we are back to the Kemper. This is a 5153 channel 3. Let's hear some metal. Time marches on! All right, let's go down to drop D. See? This is what it was doing, guys. Oh, we there? Does it need to be charged or something? Sounds pretty in tune. Let's go to a Vox AC30. So we obviously have a little bit of reverb on there. What can I say, man? I absolutely hate the robot tuners on this guitar. I don't have my entire life to be waiting for these things. It makes me miss the Darkfire. It makes me realize that this would have been a good thing if the technology was better, maybe. It sounds awesome. The 490 and the 498 are great. I love the ebony, and this finish is totally nuts. But this also tells me that I don't want the rise of the machines with this robot. I am perfectly happy tuning myself.
Why don't you smash that subscribe button already?